Synopsis. Evidence shows that creation is sponsored by the Supreme to know himself. The void or the nothingness is teeming with atoms that have mind, life, senses etc., in a harmonious balance. Individuality is the synthesis of myriads of atoms, fully conscious, but in various scales. To know ourselves is to know everything. For that, we need to practice our tune on the proper scale to chime in unison with the universal tune. Creation is going on by eternal mixing and blending with the purpose to divulge its significance. We began from the void, moving ahead in the path of motion. Nothingness is the integral whole including us too. There is ample evidence in various ways to show that creation was sponsored by the Supreme to know and realize the self. Thus, every created matter is supreme too. Again, when the Supreme resides in the great void as a result of blending of innumerable atoms and molecules, the name of this integral whole is great too. An atom or molecule is composed of innumerable finer atoms. So each individual sentient being with a physical body in this living world indicates that the body and the life force are constituted of innumerable finer atoms. The finer atoms are again constituted of innumerable finer atoms. Similar is the case with life force and physical body too. In every atom and finer atoms too, all the sense perception of the physical body exists individually. The very same condition exists in the multitude of atoms individually and their integral whole. If we study our personal life minutely, we will realize infinite subtlety in the great. Again, all the things necessary for this study are well set in the physical body itself. It is such a wonderful harmony that whatever is necessary are automatically well set like a harmonium to suit the needs. Everything is in harmonious balance in the sense organs of the body like comprehension, lack of comprehension, knowledge or ignorance, conscience, or its lack, greed, illusion, sex impulse etc. So, we can say, pressing the reeds of this arranged order, I shall know whatever is required and also find out in what tune it is being played. Again in the tune of my demand, it will disclose the tune I want to know. I shall realize the great as also myself then. The tune will play, I am the great. This tune is now spread over from the lowest to the highest scale. We will have to practice the tune on the proper scale. It is so harmoniously set in tune, that if one chimes, various other tunes will play the same tune in unison. Activities of the external sense organs like eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin are the same in every sentient being. In this universe of consciousness, every sentient being as epitome of consciousness unites with the entire consciousness. Again, in each of them, the entire power or quality exists. Advancing with this knowledge in the sense perception, this mystery of the universe can be realized. Again, there is no end of sense organs. In fact, there is no end to anything. If we advance freely in every matter maintaining this individuality, as we have, this individuality will gradually go ahead to know, or comprehend the mystery of the universe, preserving the personality of the individual. No matter how, the temperament gradually rises, atoms and molecules of that individuality rising at that temperament will be able to know and realize all matters of those spheres with the help of related sense organs. It is just like adding to our stock of knowledge. When we progress in our search, particular atoms and molecules in us will truly realize that mystery, maintaining their temperament and individuality. The Supreme has expressed the mystery of the universe himself, in many ways to apprise every individual of this sentient world. He is explaining that individuality is composed of the synthesis of innumerable atoms. Again, the concept explains that the combination of numerous atoms is a single entity. In this way, he is apprising us of this truth. We can find out his mystery, with the help of our sense perception of all matters, within the range of our sense organs. With our faculty of sight, we find innumerable stars blazing in the sky, the sun and the moon performing their own work. Again observing the visible objects of the earth, we find that everyone is useful to the other, the sun, the moon, stars and the earth maintain a distance amongst them. Similarly, distance is maintained between one atom and another. In this physical body too, functions are going on exactly like those of the sun, the moon and myriads of stars. A star looks very small compared to the earth. The difference in size and distance between stars and the earth is simply in their external appearance. Exactly like that, some atoms are like the earth, while others are like the external appearance of the star. This difference in size and distance exists between one and the other. But whatever is happening on this earth is going on in every tiny star and the sun. It goes on everywhere maintaining individuality, with each one manifesting its respective personality, though they are all in the very same condition. They are themselves realizing everything about their totality, and apprising everyone else. Learning and realizing matters from the constituents of individuality, they are trying to find out the universal mystery amidst the illusory Mother Nature. Again, they are losing track amidst the unknown in spite of their knowledge so gained. What a great mystery it is! Similarly, the external sense organs are themselves intimating the existence and mystery of the atoms and molecules everywhere. All the activities of the external sense organs existing in every atom are a manifestation, as if, of the combined force of subtlety. This expresses and explains that the external manifestation of the subtle atoms and molecules exists in every atom too. In this way, whatever sense organs manifest in a particular condition is transmitted everywhere in the universe. Thus, the impressions gained from everything in the universal matter are intermixed with its impression and produces each word, hearing or sight. The tune emitted chimes in unison with every atom of this great mystery. Thus, everything is unitedly expressed in a cooperative combination. This revealed state itself intimates and introduces everyone's self, and the self of the great. The beauty and splendor of the creation manifest, or reveal what an innumerable mixing and blending have given rise to such a strange manifestation of power of the great. Everything of this creation is a combination of all the powers. Individual powers exist in different cells or atoms. Only the cells know what degree of power each contains. When this life ends, individual cells will merge with their characteristic source. Each individual has life force in it. Again, every cell is alive too in everything, like fire, air, water, light, stone, there is life. Life is also the response of innumerable lives. Think of our physical body. If we anatomize the body, we will find skin, veins, blood, bones, nails, hair, teeth, ears and eyes. Then take the tongue, hands, feet, fingers, nose covered with skin and various other parts. Nothing remains if they are left out, and so the physical body is a mixture and blend of different names. Similarly, in the mystery of creation, myriads of names may be there. The name Brahma is used to signify the combination of all of them. Another generation of creation comes, using the atoms and molecules of existing creation. In this way, creation after creation is going on by mixing and blending. In every atom, mind, life, sense organs, wisdom, intellect, and discretion exists. Again, each and every cell too, reviving the dormant knowledge goes on announcing it. This very same condition is repeating itself. There is a necessity behind it. That is to realize ourselves and explain to others. We feel content by explaining our own self in the course of our discourse and discussion. He too realizes the theme. This sense of unity in diversity is itself self-revealing. It is not the question of him getting elated or depressed. The point is the transfer of knowledge. The power of the universe is flowing in the same way. Again, flowing through the sentient beings with the same force, it inspires the sense of unity and again infuses the sense of diversity. Creation in the universe is after all the same, it is creating the same thing. Though, there may be differing in appearances of the universe, but they are all in the creation. If the creation is Brahma, then all the creations are Brahma. Diversity is another condition of creation, and this is another facet of unity. If this condition of unity is considered, then it is a combination of various different conditions blended together. If we call this force or power manifested by this unification as creation, then the force of unity exists in it. Thus, it becomes unity in diversity, and again diversity in unity. Knowledge, intellect, judgment are only different appellations of creation. What we have to do is to realize that to know and realize self is to know everything. We understand the purpose, and again try to understand it. So, the mystery follows behind. We call it mystery, but it is another condition of creation. When it reacts with a certain emotive feeling, it creates different reactions in varied circumstances, and gives rise to different names just as a language develops. This creation is infinite. Senses are always active in creation. Their sense perception, at every moment, makes everyone sense-conscious by picking up through sight, taste, touch and other faculties from the universal mystery. The entity of each of the elements in the universe is intimated to the senses, and that brings about creation. The purpose of creation is to divulge the significance. In this way, creation is going on, and the changed forms of sense organs too are carrying out their work. When everything united manifests the same oneness in various ways, then unity and diversity are one and the same condition. This diversity is eternal when it exhibits different responses in spite of its singularity. It is possible only for the great. It remains integral whole no matter how we try to make it fragments. We must know the functions of the thought process before we try to find out the stream of thought, emerging from all the senses. The cells or atoms through which the mind is flowing, acquire the knowledge and quality, and get established in consciousness. In this way, millions of cells are well embellished. The mind and thought process flowing from cells through atoms and molecules make them equivalent in quality and diversity with the mind. Mind too, realizing everything drawn from the universe creates another equivalent form, similar to the existing one there itself. The cells originating from mind and body rush forward to the universal mystery in order to change other cells in succession compatible with mind. Amidst the mystery, these mind equivalents are attempting to remodel the cells of the entire universe like them. But one day, it will be seen that these infinitesimal atoms of mind are such that they can easily exist in all the atoms of the universe. In the body formed by the union of all the atomicity of the universe, all the atoms in which mind atoms exist are trying to blend with all the atoms of the universe. In reality, the mind is in a state of expansive motion. It produces a form made of mind atoms, just as a body built up of atoms consonant with mind. Again, the body and its shape built up of mind atoms create another form collecting mind atoms flowing from the combination of infinite atoms. Therefore, when infinitesimal subtlety exists in this mind atom flows on extending anima power in every atom of this universe, the atoms of anima go forward searching for more and more atoms. In this way, it is going on eons after eons. It has not been solved yet till today. Again, the limit has brought the solution that limit and limitless are both boundless. It is necessary to know something about the indirect hint that everything of this universe rests in atoms. All the shapes and forms manifested in this material world make us appreciate that in every atom a combination of atoms exists. Its evidence is available in various ways. Firstly, if it is realized that atoms pervade the universe, we can then understand and realize that we are also a combination of innumerable atoms. Thus, we can then realize that our real knowledge is the same as the great knowledge of the Brahma. Then, every atom within us will realize and comprehend the great knowledge of Brahma within us. When we will realize with that knowledge of the atomic entities within us that the great is merged with the infinite power, with all the comprehensions of the entire universe united, then our understanding will become true knowledge. It requires a deep study to find out how much of the matter whose identity change is manifested, how much merges simultaneously with sight, and how much evades detection. Again, matter does not always manifest itself in the same shape or appearance. Even if it manifests, it cannot be accepted as manifestation if the entire aspect is not exhibited. For example, seawater is vaporized by the sun's heat, and that air comes back as water, which shows water right, but there is no salinity in it. The seawater remains as water, but there is a difference in quality all the same. Let us take the case of entire seawater evaporating by increasing the sun's heat several times. Then, the result will be a dry basin, though the process of its vanishing may not be visible. It must be a subtle process. One atom taking the other. Water cannot disappear without the help of atoms in every way it may be. If this idea is pursued, it will be found that we began from the condition of a void to the ultimate end of this life. We are moving forward in the path of motion. First, we were in a very subtle state, invisible to the eyes. Gradually, from that state of the void, collecting atoms after atoms from the atmosphere by its own entity, it developed this huge body from practically no weight. But, how did it come about? It can comprehend how it is happening from the void to this state. That comprehension too exists in the void as a conglomeration of innumerable atoms in the great cosmic space. This nothingness is explaining and making us realize that this nothingness itself is integral whole or mature completion. So our only thought should be Dept Shunya Mahanisham, which means always meditate on the void. Water, air, heat, enter in our body or other matters in whatever form it may be, solid, liquid, or any other. Their entities may change any day. Call it merging or decaying. It is neither merging nor decaying, but according to the law of atoms it is a kind of extracting the respective atoms of the ingredients and absorbing them in the atoms of the body. When the matter goes out of sight, it cannot be ordinarily visualized. What happens to it? All the creation of this universe, visible to us, may merge with the void one day, as the forces of merging and drawing in pervade the universe. There is nothing else but atoms and molecules, and everything is gross again, because when the thought process of the personality reaches and comes to sense perception, they will be taken as gross. The distinction is only in the subtlety and grossness. What is gross is again subtle, and vice versa.